Let's boil some eggs today and pickle them in soy sauce. This is a very popular Korean dish, so there are many variations. Today, I will show you my own version of this popular dish. It incorporates more vegetables and it has less sodium. You will need 7 large eggs. This is the mini sweet peppers. They come in this bags like this. Let's make the brine first. This is 1 cup of water, 2 small pieces of kelp. This one doesn't have much salt on it, so I'm going to drop it. And when you see this white powder, that's like a salt residue, and that's actually a lot. So I'm going to clean off some of that. So just wet a piece of paper towel and then just go over. Okay, that's it. So drop it in. Okay, and we're going to boil this for about 10 minutes. We're starting with 1 cup of water, but we're aiming for ½ cup of the kelp stock. So now the water is boiling. Reduce the heat to low and cover. I've boiled egg in so many different ways, following this direction, that direction. The one that worked out the best is, meaning that it's easier to peel, is you're submerging the eggs to a rapid boiling water instead of starting with the cold water. When you do that, because of the temperature difference, it can crack the eggs. In order to prevent that, what the professional chefs recommend is that that's the rounder side, and then this is the pointier side. So the rounder side, you poke a hole with the push pin. You know, there's a little hole right there. Sometimes even with this holes, still, you know, egg will crack a little, but not badly. So that is the rounder side. Do that. Careful not to put pressure. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can skip this step. Let's just hope that they're not going to crack. So now I have the kelp stock ready. ½ cup of the kelp stock that we just made. ½ cup of regular soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of hondashi. That is Japanese fish stock powder. If you don't have hondashi, you could also use 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. This is 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. Let's bring this to a boil to melt all the sugar and the hondashi powder. It's ready. Let's turn off the heat. I'm going to cover it and set it aside. So now the water is boiling. To this, I'm going to add a splash of white vinegar. This is about 2 tablespoons. Let's add the eggs. Okay. Oh, this one is already cracking. Look at, not cracking, the white leaking out of that little hole. I'm going to stir the eggs in same direction for 3 minutes to set the egg yolk in the center. And the heat is on high still. It has been 3 minutes, so I don't have to stir it anymore. And then now I'm going to put the lid on and then reduce the heat to medium high. It's been 2 minutes, so I'm going to take 1 egg out and submerge in this cold water so it stops cooking. I want to crack the shell a little bit so the water will seep through and it'll be easier to peel. That's too hard of a boiling, so I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit. When you boil eggs in really rapid boiling water, it can make the egg white too tough, too rubbery. So that's what we're looking for. It's been 2 minutes, so I'm going to take out the eggs. Here I have a big bowl of ice water. You know, I always make ice pad like this. This works so much better than the ice cubes. Once they are frozen, you can stack them like this. like that, so it doesn't take up much space in your freezer. Let's make some crack. Okay, so now it has been extra 2 minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat and then take out the last one. While we're waiting for the eggs to cool, let's prep the vegetables. So these mini sweet peppers, chop it really small. I'm trimming off the ribs and removing the seeds. Always cut them on the inside. The outer side is too waxy. One jalapeno, 3 medium garlic cloves, rough chop. Now the vegetables are ready. Let's move on to the eggs. So this is the very soft, runny yolk egg. There are some spots like this because this is a very soft boiled egg. So the even the egg white is not like 100% cooked. That's why it's happening as well. Can you see how soft this is? Yeah, it's like really runny, see? So if you want to achieve this, the total cooking time is somewhere between 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, this is the one that we're aiming for today. I didn't damage any of the white part and I'm able to peel it. Very nice. You know, actually this is a little bit more cooked than what I had expected today. I want this to be a little like runnier than this, but I had to adjust the camera and stuff, so that's why this happened. But so let's recap. So the very runny yolk egg like this, the total cooking time is 5 minutes. So the medium soft boiled egg, the total cooking time is 6 to 7 minutes. The hard boiled egg, okay, I forgot to make cracks in this one. That's why it's not really easy to peel. Yeah, so when you take the eggs out of the boiling water, you need to make some cracks on the shell so the cold water will seep through the eggshell. Okay, this is a hard-boiled egg without any green ring around. You know, very nice. The total cooking time for the hard-boiled egg is 9 minutes. Put all that in and combine. Okay, this is a quart size mason jar. Let's pour some on the bottom and then put the eggs in. Pour some more. Why 7 only is because 7 eggs fit perfectly in this jar, and then, you know, 1 a day for a week. Talking about that, the shelf life, you should consume this in a week. Just because the name says pickled, it doesn't mean that, you know, you can let this sit in this brine for a long time, just like the pickles. Push the eggs in. The eggs will be completely submerged in the liquid a little bit later because aromatics vegetables will shrink and release their own juices as well. This looks nice. Yeah, I think so. I will let this sit on countertop for about an hour without covering. because still the liquid is still warm and stuff. So let it cool on the countertop, and then put it in the refrigerator after an hour with the cover. I will let it pickle for about a day, 24 hours before the consumption. So let me show you the one that I made. This one I made 2 days ago. So about 48 hours. Okay. See guys, let me show you guys. You see how this is a lot more. I made this when I was not filming. So you can see the egg yolk is a lot like softer, runnier, like fudgier. So this is what we're going for. Okay, so the way to serve it is, of course, with rice. This is my oat rice. The rice made with oat groat. So it's like oatmeal plus the rice. Not oatmeal, but you get the idea, like the breakfast oatmeal. I pack this for lunch sometimes. Let's grab the one from the bottom, so it should be more seasoned. Right there, with all the aromatics, vegetables, and then the soy sauce. This soy sauce brine is not so salty. You can use quite a lot, not only to eat the egg, but eat the other aromatic vegetables as well. It's ready. And another way of serving is I just cooked some grits. So here's your complete breakfast. The protein and the carbs and the vegetables, it's all in there. Let's add some fat to it. Healthy fat here. Whole sesame seed. It has been 4 days since I made this. This is my homemade tofu. I just heat them up in the microwave. You can drizzle the soy sauce, and then the yolk is quite jammy, and then pour the brine on top of the yolk. I think that's one of the best things, like the jammy yolk or the runny egg yolk. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.